You ever keep pushing but nothing moves forward? Not from a lack of motivation, but because your direction has disappeared. It's that moment right there. It's not about failure. It's that the energy you're creating has nowhere to land. And for women over 40, that's often where burnout can begin. I didn't understand that until a Friday morning under fluorescent lights in an ER bed. Nothing had failed, but my body just finally spoke louder than my habits. Burnout isn't always loud. It can sneak up on you quietly. Sometimes it just looks like not laughing at some of the things that used to make you laugh. I mean, you're still functioning, you're still showing up for the things you need to do every day, but no solid connection for any of it exists. You've carried too much for too long that even your joy has vanished. And sometimes even your prayers feel heavier. Not because your faith has faded, but because that survival mode makes everything louder than guidance. I mean, you pull back from the people you love. Simple decisions start taking forever. You wonder what's wrong with you. Am I losing it? But what's really happening is that your system is trying to protect you. There's real science behind this, and I would encourage anyone watching anything, always do your research. But when your body has been running on stress for too long, your nervous system will go into a protection mode. We're quite familiar. Fright, flight, fight, or fawn. And at that point, your body is negotiating for safety. And until your body believes that it is safe, it will slow everything down. The brain fog, the irritability, the apathy, none of that is weakness or failure. It's your body trying to tell you that it can't function like this much longer. You're in danger, you know? Think of it like driving with the emergency brake on. Okay, you can still drive, you can still move and function, but everything takes more effort than it should, right? Well, God reminds us also, He does not burden a soul beyond what it can bear. But we sometimes make it harder on ourselves when we don't actually listen to what our bodies are telling us. Instead, we double down and speak negatively to ourselves. I should be stronger than this. Other people have it worse. I don't have time to feel this way. We pile pressure on top of exhaustion, both physical and mental. And that keeps us in that stuck space because you can't heal something you're constantly fighting. I honestly have begun to believe that maybe burnout isn't punishment and that maybe it's a mercy, sort of like an early warning signal. You know, those service vehicles where they have the sound that goes off when you're trying to reverse and it goes beep, 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 something like that, right? It's warning you that you need to change your direction, change your actions, that you're off course, that you are disconnected from your center. Burnout forces you to ask better questions. Whatever lens you use to look at this, the first step is always the same: awareness. Not guilting or pressuring yourself into being better. Just seeing where you are and letting yourself be there. Acknowledge it, accept it, be aware of what it is. So before you fix your schedule or upgrade your routines, you need to reconnect with your why. What does God want for you at this time? With this, for this, to do what? Because when clarity returns, even exhaustion starts to lift. Not overnight, of course, but you'll notice that your shoulders drop or relax just a little, and that's a signal that you can begin to rebuild. Without clarity, even the best habits will not stick. They'll just drain your energy. Energy will have nowhere to land. But you'll begin to feel that shift when you stop asking yourself, how do I do more? How do I do this better? Oh, I didn't do this quite efficiently enough. And you start asking yourself, what is truly worth my energy right now? You have a million and one things to do. We always do. What is truly worth my energy in this moment? How can I move forward in a way that my body and my spirit can sustain? That's not pressure. That's moving with purpose. That's moving with intention. Clarity is not going to come in kicking the door down. It's going to walk back in slowly, undetected sometimes. It shows up as a nudge to care about anything again. Remembering things you used to dream about. Mornings that don't feel so heavy. Your prayer feeling fulfilled. A desire to breathe deeper and experience life more. Tiny sparks of interest. Clarity can be quiet in that way. But it changes everything. The moment you stop forcing your life forward, pushing through everything, your clarity finally finds you. Healing burnout isn't about doing less. It's about doing what matters with a restored center, with your alignment intact. And honestly, that's what this Deep Work Haven space was built for, really, to help women like you, like me, rebuild energy sustainably, rebuild boundaries calmly, and rebuild direction intentionally. Women over 40 don't need a second wind. We need a different compass. Our God-given strength didn't disappear. It just may need direction. And if you're rebuilding, don't do it alone. Here's a space built for women already in the middle of that story. Subscribe if you're ready to move with intention, not pressure. God willing, I'll see you in the next one. Check out this next video.